do you think the Niners moved up to get Mac Jones?
Absolutely, I do. Which, as a lifelong Niners fan, that's such a punch to the stomach. And I'm trying to trust John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, but I remember when they said they didn't need a quarterback and they passed on Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson only to pick up C.J. Beathard in the third round. It's like I'm still a little gun shy about trusting this front office, and this just feels like something they would do. They would overthink it again, just like trading back to get Solomon Thomas or drafting Reuben Foster in the first round. It feels like this front office is a little too cute
But
sometimes.
Matt, did the Niners have to do this to get Mac Jones?
They didn't have to go to three, Dan. I don't think they did. Now, maybe to seven, maybe to six, which we saw that pick get traded already. But I don't think you needed to go from 12 to three to get Mac Jones. I don't think the Atlanta Falcons with Arthur Smith is going to look at Mac Jones and be like, coming from Ryan Tannehill, that's the quarterback I want. I feel like the Falcons would be all in on Justin Fields, who's a local kid, Trey Lance, who has great athleticism, throws a beautiful deep ball, if they even go quarterback. The Bengals aren't drafting a quarterback at five. The Eagles weren't going to at six. So the Niners had other options. So my hope and prayer, as someone who's still a little bit of a 49ers fan, is that is a move for Justin Fields. And I would say that even as an unbiased evaluator. Kyle Shanahan, I understand, loves Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins. Look at who's beat you: Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson. What do they all have in common? And it's mobility. Not that Mac Jones is a statue back there, but you want plus level mobility. Justin Fields ran a 4.4 at 230 pounds and has a great arm. I don't understand why they would overthink this.
But sometimes we see too much of, one of these draft
Yes.
prospects, Matt. And Deshaun Watson, the player, we saw too much of him, and it felt like we love the guy that we don't see, like Daniel Jones, Mitchell Trubisky. We love the mystery here instead of what's right in front of us.
Without a doubt, I call it prospect fatigue. I can remember an NFL general manager telling me Nick Bosa's not that good. And I was like, "You're insane, man! Like, you're just looking at the fact that we've seen him play for 3 years. Nick Bosa is one of the best pass rushing prospects ever." But we get to this point of the cycle where we're all a little bored. We all want that tweet that's going to get a lot of clicks. We all want to, hit the scroll on the bottom of the screen with our takes instead of. I wish there was this moment where we could just catch our breaths and say, okay, where were we December 31st on these guys? And unless something happened in terms of injury or off field, or they show up to their pro day and just they're 20 pounds overweight and can't run, let's go back to where we were December 31st, who was actually good at playing football. But you're right. We want the Kyler Murray, who, the 1 year guy. We want Mitchell Trubisky instead of Deshaun Watson beat Alabama single-handedly. Patrick Mahomes on a very bad Texas Tech team made them competitive in the Big 12. Those are the things and why I look at Justin Fields of, we've seen you do it for 3 years. And even this year, he threw six picks. Some of that was, his offensive line wasn't very good. Some of it was on him. Go back last year, he didn't throw a pick, I don't believe, until the end of the season. So it's not that he's this turnover-laden quarterback. He was a very conservative passer. It does feel like the collective draft media this year has decided Justin Fields is the guy they're going to be down on.